this question. They say when I move from here, I'll free. They say when I move from here, I'll free. You say I want to deal. It's like I want to really hook up to you, but it's only a question. Hi, not looking. Hi, you looking. Looking. Then you want post and now more what they do. Why not belonging to the top? I want to do again. And so they call me to the office of OSP. I think you explain to me that you come to get paid. You say you get a tea to the man. So you get a tea to the man and you come now. So what next? For me, but I'm not there. Nobody, you getting very. You say, ask me too much question. Hey, there's me things. Make your egg and bread. Okay, sorry. Don't I say sorry now? Okay, sorry. If you, I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry. When I give you answer now, then. Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead. The English say I'm in English. Okay, sorry. Don't I say sorry now? Sorry. See, you take that. You take that. I take it time. Okay, sorry. Okay. Take that to explain. Okay.
Get me to jail for the answer there you. Tony, but the man you did that all you see about. Get me to jail for the answer there you. Will walk back and give you and support you and you say support. Get me to jail. You are arresting your family to jail. But I don't know how you spoke about in jail. Okay, you know why? No. I cannot take you to jail. You don't. You will get me, say no, Johnny. But the way you treated us, you may affect by 385,000 Liberians to go to election. If you want your group, you are going to tell with. You are our father. You do it. We spend our money. They got play for all. You know what? You know what you do? No. My view to you is, I am building an institution for the country and the country. So that we have it to apply the country. If you want to go there to destroy, get a rope open. No, I already applied the country. I told you, okay, now we're going there. The moment we go to school, not get rich, you have to go to your school, going out of education. Go there and you cannot even go to that campus. Anything you want to do to him, Papa, do to him, my life is not important now. The father get no feeling. Do anything you want to do to me. I want to go see Jesus. But I want to go to Jesus. Do anything you want to do, Papa. If you try it, just go there. You will meet the post on the ground. I will go there. I will go there. You want to tell me?
George, we are my boy. George, we are my boy. You've been fooling around, scoring so many goals. Now you come to Liberia, you score a bigger goal. Yesterday you the president of Republic of Liberia. Now, what wrong? I was in the pocket. Die for hunger because I need to find the right to eat it all. George, we are. I said, George, we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my belief that the most effective way to directly divide the poll and to narrow the gap between the rich and poor is to ensure that public resources do not end up in the pocket of government officials. I believe that the overwhelming mandate that I receive from the Nigerian people is a mandate to end corruption in public service. I promise to deliver on this mandate as official of government. It is time to put the interests of our people above our own self-interest. It is time to be honest with our people. Though corruption is a habit among our people, we must end it. We must pay civil servant living wage so that corruption is not an excuse for taking what is not there. For those who do not refrain from enriching themselves at the expense of the people, the law will take their course. I say today that you will be prosecuted before the state of the law. So the private sector, I say to you, Nigeria is open for business. We want to be known as a business-friendly government.
I also want to encourage, those persons that are in the country in government. As I said, and times I say this, some people have swore on the wings of the president, President. Many presidents have come on his shoulders, and they have been given the recognition, and the validation
as eminent and prominent citizens of Liberia. But that the action must be supportive of the president's initiative and objective to ensure that we have government that is qualitative. So they must help, they must act. The president will never be ubiquitous, he will never be everywhere. So people in charge of government matters must be able to represent him fully to their best. And those who are not prepared, I don't think they should be in a mix to tint his government. If you're not prepared to serve the president, it's better you step aside and maybe wait for the time that you think you'll be able to serve the people of Liberia. But don't be in government and try to be an auto-intoxicator or be an auto-intoxication. Auto-intoxication is a poison within. So we don't want people to be playing those kinds of roles. It's not good. It's just not good. It's vicious.
Indeed. Don't be an auto-intoxicator. Hey, Papa Chiba. Don't be an auto-intoxicator. They probably that's something I mean. And I told somebody I love listening to his speeches. When you want to be someone who will be Oakland with words, who want to learn new words, go to his readouts, listen to his interviews, his speeches, his remarks. And I got another one again. KORRIES, don't be an auto-intoxicator. Don't be somebody who will be involved into several roles. If you can't serve the people of Liberia, wait for the time you think you can serve. Now, all you wanted to say was instead of going to auto-intoxicator or auto-intoxication. The people are here. Good morning, folks. Stop overlooking yourself. You can move mountains. Trust in your ability and keep the focus. Thank you this morning, Bobby Allison, for these wise words. Don't be an auto-intoxicator. Hey, it is indeed a pleasant, and love the moment to be back on your radio on this 25th day of August 2023. The name is Augustine SAAH, and I'm sitting alongside KORRIES KARNGAR. Always hear funny diction. I always told people, I believe in the biblical saying that goes that your ending shall be better than the beginning. And that's why when you are born, growing up, you are optimistic and that you will be that person you want to be. So that's the end. And that's why it's written that your ending shall be better than the beginning. Good morning to you to the length and breadth of Liberia. The love of liberty brought of us here. a clear indication that before the coming of our ancestors, there were people here, or before the coming of our parents, and even our coming, there's these people. And that's why it is written in the Constitution, the love of liberty brought us here. Chris, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
I do not want to be an auto intoxicator. I do not want to play so many roles when I cannot play at this time. Yeah, you want me to play that? So I want you to get it right. That's something, he's trying to tell the common people and maybe the Liberian people, especially those in government. If you can't play this role, if you think you can't serve in this capacity now, the best thing you can do for yourself is to quit. Then to be, but you can't be there and be playing, some they won't be the Isa, they won't be Osa. Not play but so you can listen to it. Yeah. That's all Timo, you just want to say if you can't serve President we are resign. But you can't be in President we are government at the same time you won't be, a member, if not a strong supporter of Alexander Cummings or Joseph Waka. That's what you're trying to say. So you want you play the role. Listen to him. Okay. You know that he can listen. You know what? That word he can be, searching for, thinking for, words that are not usually spoken, okay, or used. Listen to him. Just listen very well. So you see, so just tell us say the president will not be at the foreign ministry and the same time be at the agriculture ministry. He break it to us all the thing there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we understand. Just say you can't be the kind of person in person. We are government, and you what?
Yeah, the man is a speaker.
Good morning.
Wherever you go, yes, wonderful to be there. Wherever he goes, he got to prove to the Liberian people, a platform that he's a speaker. Where to be speaker for the House of Representatives is not a small tax. It's a huge responsibility. So sometimes you not hear somebody say, "Oh yeah, he's not qualified." They make it even, they make him flow. You understand what he says.
Right.
Definitely. Why he use the TRON and TED.
Right.
Yes, definitely. You understand the two words that use.
Yeah.
So
and I know it would have given you the chance to even use the Jerome form of the word, the ING.
Yeah, the ING.
Yeah, the Jerome form of the word.
Yeah.
Let me say good morning to you. Good morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Again, a pleasant welcome to the Friday edition of the True Breakfast Show. Too many things to talk about this morning. Let's just give the lineup. The peace-loving people of Maigiri County. Good morning, my people. I was in Maigiri yesterday. I spent.
You are going live. I saw the video.
I went for a tour. I went to ascertain for myself some things I've been seeing on Facebook. Some of my media colleagues from Maigiri were posted. And I can tell you simply that in 2 chat rooms that people don't know that are in Maigiri County, and I saw some things. So I said, no, let me drive there and see for myself as to whether this information in this chat room, people can add in chat room now, but I wouldn't dare to monitor. We can't comment. We wouldn't dare to monitor because when we comment something with some people who used to your ratings, they can know, So some who don't comment, we dare read the comments in the chat room. So I went there to see for myself. But good morning to you, and of course, this morning the TBS this Friday is gonna be so tough, intellectually. I'm not talking about your physical bombardity. Yeah, Oh my God, this country will not die. So just to give you a lineup before we get to our
your physical bombardity.
Yeah.
How is it TED?
No, sometimes I always told people your physical morphology should help you in your appearance when you go into ceremonies. Your physical morphology sometimes provide a lot for you, the respect and all the stuff. You see tomorrow that God bless with their body. When we post something and they put on them with PA, say some of the people that are eating the government money or some of them.
You are acting a Bobo Chimo already. Your physical morphology. The old man who listening this morning, she want to say what it means by morphology.
My appearance, my body, my physical body. Yeah, my physical body. Yeah. And when you're speaking, I see that defining the war is trying to simple as the war.
Education is school.
Yeah, education is school. Peace. So this morning, a lot of talking points. Then we have the TBS is going to be intellectually strong. By 8:20 this morning, we'll be taking Team Patrick Komoya.
Yeah.
Team Patrick Komoya. That team believe that Representative Jimmy Smith has not CB Bashir. CB Bashir has not done well. Representative CB Bashir has not done well. He does not deserve a second term. If by this time he should be packing his things. Only things that don't belong to him should be at the Capitol building office. He should be packing by now to leave. And as such, they will be here by 8:20 this morning to have an intellectual exchange. They will answer several questions. Why? How? And they will give us some reasons as to whether Komoya has the pedigree or has all it takes, the leadership ability to serve in that capacity as representative for District 3 Moxorado County. That will run until 9:09. We'll bring you sports, followed by a bit of commercial and entertainment as well. 9:15 this morning, we'll have two senatorial candidates, the teams of two senatorial candidates. We will have former Minister of State Nathaniel Falomagale here. And then we'll also have Joseph Yapuya. Joseph Yapuya from the People's Unification Party. He will be here this morning. The two teams will be here. They will answer to questions as to why they want to be senator of Margibi County. What do they have? What are their plans? What do they have on their plate? And why should each of them? Because somebody is saying Margibi should not be senator of Margibi County. At the same time, Margibi is saying, you Yapuya, you don't deserve to be senator of this county. You do not have the leadership ability to be senator of this county. And Yapuya is saying, no, you do not have the moral, you do not have the standing, you do not have what it takes to be a senator of a county like Margibi. That is a gateway to the country. That has the country's only national airport. So they will be here at 9:15. There will be a lot of time to speak to the issues. We hope that it will go civil because I've been able to talk to the both party that they will be civil on their discussion because we will not tolerate. We will not. My education group. You know the word tolerate. I used to say tolerate.
Tolerate. It's tolerate. I can't.
You still want to say tolerate?
No,
that word is not. You know,
it's tolerate.
Good. Yeah,
education is good.
Education is good. By the time you start reading, you come across words, you know that. Yeah, you're in the wrong. I would not sit there and tolerate.
Yeah, this for you.
Physical barbarity.
I will appreciate once I go, you know, my man, when you go to school, especially you go in the video when you trying to be guest because you kill the people.
You think I tap for Firestone for nothing, or you think my father tap for Firestone for nothing? No. My father tapped for Firestone because he wanted us to attain the education. Not so much about himself. He could sit in Lofa or any part of the country and make farm and earn his living, but he said no, since Firestone is giving education, has good healthcare system, it's better that go that side and work. And he tapped. And I always say this to you that I am a proud son of a tapper, and myself I tap well, and I owe no man apology for that. That's why you see that's why you see the level some of going.
Everyone got a story of mine.
We've been paying the price. We've been paying the price.
Yeah.
So that's the lineup. Let's get to the talking point this morning. Let me say thank you for those of you who are following Levi Sewe, Emmanuel Dadalon Jr., Samuel Bana, Nelson Vay, Swade Zebedi, Jerry K. Yoko, somebody don't did me. I would not Manitoba of TST office. Manitoba don't did me business. I'm a firestorm brother.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we also have Lucinin OK Gray, William Double, Jerry Frazier, Kuru Morba following this morning, Moses KM George Saki Jr., Smith Double, Papi Keita, we have George Christopher Willer, he's also following this morning. A lot of them following this morning. So I'd like to say thank you for following our live Facebook feed this morning. Thank you for being with us, those of you listening. Now, to begin, let me say thank you to, some of us, when we speak truth to power, people feel that we don't like SYC. I don't want to believe that sometimes the things we talk is because we do not like the individuals involved. We like the individuals. And that's why those of us that render good advice to people, it's because we want them to succeed. We want them to be recorded in history as successful individuals. And that's why we sit on our various platforms, even in forums, and give you the required advice so that you can go, so that you can be recorded as a great man in the history of our community, so of nations. So the CDC, when the CDC took a decision to let go people like Representative Jimmy Smith, T. Berosa, Tapunwe of District 1, some of us who sat on the platform said that was not a good calculation on the part of the CDC campaign primary team, headed by Jefferson Tamakodi and the rest of the guys, Morba Molu. Morba Molu never talked on radio. Since Morba Molu said the president, quote unquote, was SYZ before he gave job to somebody. In the press conference, you hear that man talking, you can't hear him. I can't remember where.
In the press conference.
Yeah.
All of the platforms.
Because there are hard questions to answer, so he doesn't come to. He doesn't come.
I think back last year.
It was last year.
There were.
Is that the president can even go lobby?
Yeah.
And move for money and put in your personal account on his stuff.
He slipped when he made that statement.
He said you are drunk.
Yeah, the president said Alekoto. But Smooth TV, one of the platforms announced that he was a peer at time he was in the States. They didn't reach everything.
He said I'm black.
Later on, I announced
that black. You know what they call black? Eh? Okay. So let's say thank you to you, Representative T. Berosa Tapunwe. You listen. He did extremely well. We've talked about how we can secure our communities. We've talked about how the government can help to build more depots and police stations around. Some counties, you got police depot here. You go as far as imagine. Let me take everywhere to Magibi. From Smelters, you will drive all through. You have to come to Zone 8 before you see police depot. Yeah. You have to come as far as Zone 8 in Pinsville before you see police depot. But the narrative is about to change. The narrative is about to change. For his pocket, and for his lobbyiistic influence, he's been able to build that. KORRIES, I would drive you there. Because for me, I went there and see for myself. He been able to build a modern police depot, police station, a modern one, well furnished. Running water is being connected now. So imagine you build such a facility. Time for CDC to take the glory. They say they want it. So now somebody come and take the glory.
Somebody will take it.
Somebody will take the glory.
Yeah.
time for CDC for you to, because it would have been a very good thing if the person had gone there to dedicate that project, or even the vice president had gone there to dedicate that project. It would have been counted among the achievements of President Weah. So let me say congratulations and thank you, Representative T. Berosa Tapungwe. Despite of in the absence of I call it legislative project support. I remember Liz used to take on that
project.
Yeah.
It was a party administration.
That legislative project. We have some in mind that even though some of that unfinished, like the unification town hall, that the town hall that they built that kind of way. Yeah, a lot of project unfinished. That was from Lace, being spearheaded by Lace, and that was something that it was sponsored by government.
Yes.
But this project now undertaken by the bridge Representative Smith is building, or the bridges he built for their own pocket, all from their own pocket. Okay, so I want to say thank you to Berosa Tapungwe for seeing the need of the people to be secured as a primary one, because you are about to secure that community. Imagine something happening, you have to come to a peace zone and get police before you go there. When there's a crime, you have to, even I remember on many occasions you called on Truth FM making an SOS call for police to go. Okay, so but this time now you're going to have your own depot, the police going to be right around, and as soon maybe there's a crime somewhere, you just make the SOS call, you call the police, they'll come immediately. So we just hope that the Ministry of Justice, you will help now to support that depot that is going to be open on tomorrow. That morning depot, you have to support it, that you'll be able to provide logistics and mobility, because they can build that area for you people from your pocket, and you abandon the area. You must play a role as well. Be able to play a role, so that this can't just be a lawmaker build an area and everything should be the lawmaker. The lawmaker build the area. You are going to send your men there to be working.
Not members of the.
No, not members of the lawmaker office staff are going to be working.
They are not going there.
No. So you have to take into consideration the mobility issue, the logistic issues. You got to take into consideration.
Though, yeah, Augustine, though I won't be able to see the project, but
it's more.
To be honest, from what
that
you say,
that project can be compared to
thumbs up to the honorable man. That's a good initiative. Protecting the peace of the citizens remain the top priority.
Especially this time.
Citizens, yeah. So a project that's going to be a national government project, and a lawmaker using own funding to go and do that. I think he been for his observation, he see the needs that there's a need to build that project, that structures there. I don't know how.
So CDC scored zero there.
Yes,
CDC, you have scored zero in that area.
It's a slap in the face of the establishment, and they should go have and work on that project for the honorable man. And the LMP through the heads of that institution too, when they go there, they should make sure that that project is used for intended purpose. The lawmaker can move there with his team, staffers. It's intended for the LMP in that part of the county. So it's a good one. Congratulations to him and many thanks. You were so fast to come up with that kind of a project. I know that other lawmaker will follow suit. They get some of them that copycat, when somebody do something, then they want to do their.
No, when it comes to development, look, if anybody can be copycat on that, once that development, I get problem. Yes. If I built a modern high school in my county and somebody passing through my county and see it, prudent and went to process and built a modern high school, I get problem with it. I let that kind of envy. That constructed envy. I love it.
Yeah.
Now I love that. Okay. So no problem.
Yeah.
So again, Berosa Tapungwe, TST, thank you. You've been one of those persons. Like we said, in the coming days, next month, the heat of the campaign will be telling our people. This is an advice to you. We know people who have stood their ground, people who are not how do we call it, empty-headed individuals. And I come to say something about people who go into the various counties and districts to campaign. I will speak to our citizens this morning, and I will leave it with you to do your own investigation, because currently there are individuals that we put today, see their performances at the legislature. Every poll, you can even hear them. So for that, you can go there tomorrow and see the project for yourself.
Okay, so the dedication will be when?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow is the time.
Tomorrow. For me, I've seen the project. So I'm going different way tomorrow. I got Grand Pastor to go to do certain investigation there. I'm going to Grand Pastor tomorrow. I will pass through.
Yeah,
go to Grand Pastor.
You got to stick my
I will pass through. Yeah, I'm telling you now. This is an open stuff. I'm telling you now. So I'll pass through. From my giving, I'm going to Grand Pastor. I can't tell you about my giving. So the politics, young people. What have I observed? I think we need to be careful of how we go about preaching our candidates. We need to be more intellectual in discussing issues. Young people, you can't be the face of the nation or the future of the nation, and then you be involved into acts of violence. Anything that has a proclivity, anything that has the ability to create or to cause confusion or violence in your community, in your school, in your area, avoid it. Avoid it. I traveled from here as far as Wera, and I stopped at entertainment centers, and I stopped at intellectual centers as well, and food shops. And I listened to the arguments of young people. They were not issue driven, but they were so personal, attacking individuals. And I think it should the campaign or the politicking should be issue driven. If John or Paul cannot be a good representative, just give reasons why he or she cannot be a good representative or a good senator. Then you being so antagonistic, even though you can say you will go through out the debate and maybe you will not attack, because sometimes people do these things to see as the word that the person will. Okay, but to leave the issue and get to things that are not of essence, I think people should avoid it. Jonathan Sakopa of District 5, Margibi County. We've been able to gather that you've been one individual who parading through the corridors. Among lawmakers, you are one of the individuals who parading to have acquired SYC. Unfortunately, you are not. So we've been trying to establish contact with your partners. He has a school that he's controlling currently in Wera. And he also has a rubber farm that he's controlling. But from information we've gathered, they are not his establishment. But he's parading, selling the electrics, that he's been able to create jobs. He's been able to acquire this. He's been able to get that. And on our basis, they should vote for him. You know, you don't come to the people with that attitude of deceptiveness. It's bad to get to people appear like you have it when you don't have it. You appear to be like you are the Messiah when you are not the Messiah. So we will investigate just as we are doing with Bishop Doyen. We also understand that Chevo gave us not giving him the support again. So we also started to do our improper investigation. We've sent them email. We hope that they can respond to us in the coming days, just as we were going to do with Jonathan Sakopo with the school and the river farm as well. So when you are contesting, you want to be a public servant. If you say things that are not right, when we establish it, we'll tell the people that you are not the person you claim to be. And we will not hesitate to tell you you are not. And some of you who are sitting lawmakers, in the coming days or weeks, will sit on the platform and tell the Liberian people your involvement at the legislature. Whether you are a Bobo lawmaker is somebody who wakes up from his or her house in the morning, gets to the Capitol building, sit in our chamber, and don't even contribute. Don't contribute to any discussion as though you are not a Liberian, you're not aware of things that are happening in this country. There are some of you at the legislature. We'll call them. Some of you, I know you. And let me say this. Those of you who are always putting, I support the idea of women being politics. I support the idea of women being in leadership. But those of you always pushing for women to be as well. When you are pushing, you should know the kind of women a woman you put in to be that representative or that senator. Budukane is just another example. And I will be specific with Senator Budukane. I know how many persons sat on platforms and promoted that lady against your male counterpart.
You plan to call name now?
No.
Not
So I said example. I talked an example.
okay.
She is an example. She is an example. When you're talking things, you must be able to give example. When last you ever heard that lady, especially when there are critical discussions or debates, when last you ever heard her talking on issues? Have you? Well, I carry a story here that
the issue
Senator Budukane said this.
Every media institution in the country got representative at the Capitol building. So
Right.
even if you ever don't report anything on
somebody
else will carry some information. Some kind of a way
Somebody
can say something. Even for the very first Saturday.
That lady is just as mute she is.
But the way you do
You
that,
don't hear anything from her. She doesn't contribute anything. So sometimes when people of such, when you push the kind of people, it hurts some of us. Because you leave, sometimes you leave the real intellectuals and go for the woman, the woman do what the people can work at anytime. The woman can get money, the man can get money. Is that how you're going to be electing people to represent? Then when that comes, because it's a call from the abandoned district or a call from the what district.
so as we speak currently, people normally don't call for abandoned district now. No, they are plenty. You call
To the House of Representatives, I will call plenty of them.
Yeah.
At the House of Representatives.
But you can be saying
Females
that place,
and males, they are involved.
yeah. That's why other people calling on someone. Even now go back to the play. You can't be saying to that play there, 6 years time. You can't say anything. Why you go do that? The horse is about number. The horse is an area that when you go, and then your typical responsibility should be at the top of the table every time. When the real issue, you're not satisfied, raise your issue. When like you propose a bill at the floor to say, yeah, I represent blah blah blah. I want a district to be like this is the bill I'm presenting to the floor. I need the support of my police and they went out. So you will not go there in the morning.
Yes.
Anything they post say, so they want you get be on the phone whole day.
Next
Go by go sit down there.
Next week.
Why you gonna do that?
Next week, I will name females and males.
And there are things happening in the country though.
From the House of Representatives.
There are things happening in the country.
Even in that district.
Violence against women, and you are a woman in a place, and the way people children, issue about,
Just
abuse, you are setting.
You are a mother.
So I guess there's another thing, even if you are not a talking tap, you gotta speak out. There is not a better place. It's a man law. You not go to that place, to pay help for people. You not go to that place, to pay like you go there to advocate. Make law. Let the world recognize your presence.
But you know what? What is shocking is during the time of campaign, you can listen to them talking.
Yeah.
When they go into the place, you can talk. Then when you go to the area where you want to do it, we are talking.
Yeah, you can't talk.
You can't talk.
And then they say, oh yeah, we have been martialized.
So the whole time in our team there, you on phone. Your friends are discussing serious issue, you on phone. My man, let me tell you today, in my whole life, in a gallery where I can't contribute anything to the discussion,
it's
embarrassing.
embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
I will leave.
Yeah, it's
I
embarrassing.
will leave. How can you be a certain lawmaker? You there and you can't contribute anything.
You go in the morning. You work
the other lady whom I will not call her now. That's where I will start calling her. The only time I let her talk, it was the time they were instructing her in the team as member of the parliament.
Yeah. Yeah.
When she carried her certificate for NEC.
Yeah.
That was the only time she talked.
Yeah, that's all.
Then she had never talked.
That's all.
The other guy, the same thing. The only time he talked, it was the time they was inducting as member of the House of Representatives. Since that time, he has never talked. He doesn't talk. So there's nothing happening in the country, nothing happening in the district.
Let me go back on my country. The last arrest, I would normally graded up because I was in Basel, that year when I would release a report on the lawmaker function and represented America District number 2, School A. All lawmaker in Basel. At that time, Gabriel Smith was represented in District number 3. You know what I'm saying? The reason why the Gabriel A was according to the report is that they represent the Marakawa and all session. She can miss the almost go to school every day. Every day go to school. But to present bill on the floor, 0. To debate bill, 0. To sponsor bill, 0. They want that one. So I'm not going there in the morning. I'm realize and even she tell a bill on come back.
So
and now she go for 30. I mean in office again in a district.
So you see.
So why are you doing that? What is the issue you pushing for district number 2 people? That will say, oh yeah, I represent it. Or the push one. But when meet so even interview that woman and he said.
So then
why are you doing that?
That's why you see I get problem with some of the lawmakers. I can say, oh, they just brought this one, they build, they just passed. Even if they gave you the bill, they gave you Even if they give you the financial instrument, that sometimes the budget, some of them don't read. They don't read. They vote for things that they don't read through.
Even if you are from a ruling establishment,
and that's why you're supposed to get, because you will be all loaded with a lot of things. You must have a research person in your office. Sometimes if you have a research person in your office, the person will help you, but you don't want to pay. That's some of the problem. Some of you don't want to pay. If you have a research person in your office, and you are like, for instance, now right? You've been called for 2 weeks a special sitting, and there are issues. There are national issues to discuss. You don't have the time. You campaigning. Your researcher or analyst, your research analyst will do the research for you and
give you all details.
And approach you with the happenings. Then you can purpose on argument when your colleagues are talking. So you can be that person that you are not even in the gallery.
You are just sitting.
0776296659.
We'll call names. 0776.
We'll call names of those of you we're going to refer to as mobile lawmakers. You don't talk. You sit all time in our chamber. You just on your phone. Whether you take your handbag or you take your voice or you put your phone out and walk out.
And there you go.
There you go.
077676.
When your gas delayed. You want for all the media outlets to go and put their recorders and cameras to you to talk about your gas.
Definitely.
But is it not a shame that you get in your car in the morning, you tell your family that I'm going to work? You know how shameful it is for me to leave my house and say I'm coming to work, and when I come, I don't do the work. I just sit.
The camera can even pick you up for the camera. Now I did it. Say, Mama, who are you talking to? They want to, that's why last I start with district for Canada like say I want to like say I'm going at that legislature to push the agenda, especially of the young people of my district. Like I say, the young people have been abandoned, they have been forgotten in the district, and as if I said, they had no, they had nobody to push agenda. So that's why I'm going there. So we're like back on this in the every day, the young people are on the back of liability, and he's been working with most of them, even way back down the line before finally they say I'm going to go carry the representative interest of my people. Kennedy Musa Berete in Nimba. Musa is one person that he's not somebody people can say, oh, you don't talk. Musa is a firing person. So if Musa Berete central legislature, it's going to be. There are people who are prepared to go other legislature to make some change. Oh yeah, women empowerment. I bring more women on the table. No problem. You bring them. But there are some qualified, competent women in this country that when they go other legislature, they will not just be there to take their pay. They will be able to push it.
0776296659. 0776296659. Let's take the pause. This next week we'll come with call some names here so that when they come in to campaign to you, you must ask them as to when was the last time the Aslam Metal deal. When was the last time they spoke on it? The Firestone agreement. When last they spoke on it? When last they spoke about the 2015 Decent Work Act. That is suffering the Liberian people so much that are provisions that need to be looked at. When last they ever spoke on that Decent Work Act, like the way that where we talk on it, when last they ever talk on it? Ask them when was the last time they ever talk about drug abuse? When last they ever talk about poor health system in the country? When last they talk about the security sector? When? Let me talk to this person.
Yeah, good morning. Our guests are already in studio.
Good morning. Don't hold the line, please. Good morning. Okay, let's hear you, Chief. I think they were talking. Good morning.
Let me say good morning to KORRIES and as well to the many viewers and listeners for the broadcast this morning. My name is Aloysius B. Flomo Jr. and I'm from District 2 in my Guinea County. I think it's a right thing that you guys have done this morning. I think it will create the avenue where our people should be able to vote people not on the basis of just serving as maybe gave us during times of election like this, but it should be on the basis of what they are able to push. We vote people to go to the national legislature, but sadly, after they are elected, they will not prioritize the interests of the people. They will not speak on issues that are affecting the people in a various constituents, but rather you only hear them speaking at times if they're supposed to receive money maybe for special setting or for certain things like the 30K was doing, you wouldn't hear them speaking on it. So it is a good thing, it's a good call, and it should serve to us as the public.
All right. It's a good call. Let me talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Augustine. Good morning, Corrie.
That's the issue.
Thank you. The name of me is Patrick Miller when I speak to you from PNZ this morning.
Okay.
Augustine, what happens to us in this country is that to become lawmaker, the individual become deceptive. They become so focused. When you hear them speak in the communities, you say, wow, this guy, when you go, going to be, just everything for us. But on the contrary, when we get there, the legislature is a different place. Therefore, is where you see these individuals start struggling with issues there. Okay. So, the current said we have to test people before we can say, well, there will be X, Y, and Z at the London legislature.
Okay. All right. Let me talk to this person on the line. Good morning. Good morning. Let's hear you. Okay, Papa Abbas. Okay. Y'all stay for tapping where? Okay. Let me talk to this person on the line right there. Good morning. Waiting our guest. Well, settling Street 2. As soon as settle, we take them. Good morning. Let's hear you. Oh, okay.
Decisions are not just made through talking.
Okay.
Decisions are made through vote in the legislature. And secondly, decision is also made through committee. So I think if somebody did not talk in the session, that person was not just.
So when was the last time you ever heard Blue Cannon talking?
I'm not even with justifying anyone action for not talking.
Okay.
I'm not. But I think in my mind that we must not just make a conclusion on the basis that Blue Cannon did not properly talk in the session.
Yeah, and she can put her hand up. She can put her hand up. And now why you talking? All right. Okay.
So it's possible that she might have a community meeting, and I also think that it is necessary on our part to always encourage female participation in politics.
Okay. Thank you. Let me talk to this person on the line. Good morning. Good morning. Let's hear you.
My name is Bomosi Atia, and I'm from working residents in Chibok Town.
Okay.
And I'm a resident of District Number 3 by Dewey County. So this morning I have to go because you make a very we have to let them on because the might be going to that house. Again, you will see the same thing that I have to contribute to water where citizens.
You done that investigation? But you should be going to the police station to yeah, but you as a citizen now, don't you think it's important that you do a follow-up at the police depot as well? Okay. Okay, let me hold you there and talk to this person on the line. Good morning. Let's hear you, man. We got a few minutes to take our guest. Oh yes, that market. I saw that market building. Well, all your friends are crying for money. They don't have money. So where is he taking the money from? Implementing all the projects. Okay, let me hold you there, Emmanuel, and talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Well, Maggie Gary. Remember, indictment is not a guilty verdict. Okay, let me hold you there and take two more calls. Got to go to our guest from my District 3, Moxie County. Let me talk to this person. Good morning. Okay. Placky. That name is not Blacky, it's Placky. Okay. That's my family name, so I know it good. Okay. Yeah. No. All right. Okay, that's all you there, and that does it for the Talk to Your Leader segment right here. The Two Breakfast Show. We have our guest now from my guy, Moserado District 3, who believe that Patrick should be the next representative of that district. That's part of CD Bachelor building Gigantic University. Should I say it?
You want to Gigantic last?
Yeah, this morning I'm in my buffer team.
Yeah, everything is empty. Yes.
So that's it. Thank you so kindly for your call this morning. Let me now leave you briefly with our KORRIES KARNGAR, so I can take a break. That would take you through with our the people of our District 3. But Corey,
yeah,
they are made out.
Thank you. Yes, let me say good morning once again to all of you. Thanks so much for joining this morning. Our guest from the office of Representative Kennedy Patrick Komoya. He about some of their major engagement activities. Let me just turn it back to him. Good morning for the benefit for this. Just introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you again. Thanks to the radio station, Show FM, and all of the cool guys working at the station. Augustine, SAAH, KORRIES, KARNGAR. These are all young, energetic journalists that I've admired so much in the past time. And I am Mark and Tingban III, and I happen to be the campaign spokesperson for the team Patrick Komoya, and or the Friends of Patrick Komoya campaign team in district number 3. So I'm honored, I'm grateful to be here this morning in your cozy studio so that we can have a better discussion. And my being here today, basically, I hope that we can have a very good policy discussion, not just a mere consider perambulating in the corridor of district number 3. So I'm grateful to be here this morning again.
It's wonderful, man. Your candidate contested 2017. He did not win. He's back 2023 as an independent candidate. Why do you think there's a need that the residents of District 3 should put Patrick Komoya comes to attend?
Okay, let me take you back to the last time I was here. I told people that this man, he's not just somebody who is able to become representative. He was sitting in his private corner as a businessman, as you may be aware. This man have dealt with Simenko for more than 20 years now. And he is a proprietor of the Patmedia Academic School System and the CEO of the Patmedia Business Incorporated, and encompasses light and light that people normally use in houses and other stuff. So he involved with a lot of different businesses and practically maybe real estate businesses and other stuff. So taking you back to the time he was, he served as a youth chairman in the Pueblo community, the kind of developmental initiatives that you honor right at that time, and also as chairman for the Pueblo community. And those things that he did, the people saw it wise to petition him in 2016 to contest for the representative of district number 3. Unfortunately, we did not win. We were 17 in the race. Patrick Komoya came third. The current lawmaker came first. And the then incumbent lawmaker, Bill Tuari, came second, and he came third of all of the 17 candidates that contested. So having said that, after 2017 election, when he lost the election, he said that, but I have nowhere to go. I continue to be a resident of district number 3, specifically in Pueblo community, so being open town. I will continue to work with my people. I believe that was in the best time. The people decided to elect another person, but I will continue to be here and work with my people as I've always done. And when he lost the election, he initiated a lot of different projects. We believe that is not the prerequisite of going to the House of Legislature, as I've always pushed that. They have 3 cardinal responsibility: representation, lawmaking, and oversight. And these things are things that Patrick have done so much when he lost the election. And so based on that, on May 8th, the people petitioned Patrick Komoya again in district number 3 of this year to contest again for the second time for the representative based on the numerous work that he have done since he lost the election. So that's why we are here to outline some of those things that he have done and the kind of contact that he have and people who have come to help him in meeting the needs of the people in district number 3. So that's why I'm here this morning. Okay. And that's why I think the people want him to represent them.
Yeah, I think there are about 19 person contesting in the district, and I think Patrick is at number 12. Yes, I think he's at number 12.
He's number 11. Most of the time, those of us that watch football game, players that play number 11.
I don't always make the number 10 with football game. I listen to not Kenny last night. Oh yeah, at number 6.
But listen now. I'm a very good follower of soccer and read history, and I understand history very well. And that number is a very good number and peculiar number. So once most of the time when I hear people calling numbers around, say they don't know the historicity of these numbers. But when you read about number 11, even in the Bible, even in history, and you will know how important number 11 is. And that's why he's placed at number 11. And we're going to score the goal. And the passes will come from all, and we're going to receive that final pass and score the goal. But that is not a substantive.
Though 11 is an odd number, it's not an even number, by the way. So mathematically. But that's the way. No, let's move on. Back in 2017, Jonas Chu, what you people were not able to do better? That led to, Patrick coming to taking 10 plays that you guys are able to build on it for this October 10 election.
That was a learning curve for us. For the camp of Patrick Kumia. You imagine that he served as youth chairman, he served as community chairman, but going at the national level or at the district level, that was a learning curve for us. And we learned some of those things that we did and we did not do it right. And some of those things that we did right and we improved on it. Those things that we didn't do right, we tried to correct that wrong that we did in 2017. And that is why we are on top of our game. And all other candidates, they are just following us and they call them copycat. So
copycat. Is this still going by the 2017 campaign agenda, or what is the platform that he has brought to the people at this time around?
Okay, let me just drill you through it quickly. Number one, besides what he has done, the first thing I told other guys on other radio stations is that we have introduced, we have sent a bill in the House to separate the Ministry of Youth and Sports. We want to create the Ministry of Youth and Innovation. And that ministry will be solely responsible for creativity of young people, the ideas that young people have, how those ideas can be transmitted to improving the livelihood of young people in this country, and how it can also be transmitted to improving the system, the innovative system in the country, like as it is in Uganda, as it is in Rwanda, as it is in other African countries. And those good examples from the coordinating Department of Youth and Innovation in other countries. But for us, we have the Ministry of Youth and Innovation. Like I will always make a clear example of some of the young guys in our district. Some of those guys, they have a very brilliant ideas to develop apps, to develop different things, and they join. I see them in the community join hospital. And in fact, one of the best graphic designers in this country is from our district. And these are the kind of things that we want to build on, to have the space for them, to provide a space for them so that these talents that they have, it can be developed. Because if we have the Ministry of Youth and Innovation, the minister in that place is not above 35 years old. That person understands what the young people are going through in this country. And that person understands the kind of creativity that should be brought to that ministry. And that's why we have already sent that bill. And Patrick is going there to further push, to lobby with other colleagues so that bill can be passed. And the president signed it, and it will be sent in his bill. So what we are saying here is that Patrick have also said that when given the opportunity to elect, because he's somebody who is doing a master in education supervision, and he also owns school. So he has seen the lapses in the sciences in national exam. So when you also monitor some of those things in the national exam, he has said, I think our problem is our kids, they are able to learn. They want to learn. They want to know how to mix protein, pantene, all these things they want to see with a visual eye. So they don't have the ability. Schools don't have the capacity. Schools don't have the financial strength to construct the kind of science laboratory for all of these schools. So what he has crafted and trying to initiate is that when he's given the opportunity, he have our international partners in other places. He just need the kind of power and authority so that he can guarantee that yes, the investment will not go in vain. So he have lobbied with other colleagues. Right after the election, we'll be constructing the biggest science laboratory in Painesville, and that will be in district number 3, which will afford the students from these schools from 10th grade to 12th grade, the opportunity to go into the science laboratory and the e-library so that they can do their research, so that they can see what they always thought about in the classroom in terms of chemistry, in terms of biology, in terms of physics, and all of these things they're going to see right in the science laboratory. And that will be the biggest and maybe the only biggest science laboratory in the Republic of Liberia, and we have the land space for it at our town hall. We're going to make maximum use of.
It's secure already.
The government already have it because we have a town hall there, we have a government school there, but there is a space in our compound that we want to construct that science laboratory for the high schools in our district, so that our young people, when they go for the national exam, they will come out with flying colors. We don't feel jealous that other schools, the formatted school on the old road, they are doing wise. We don't feel jealous. We feel jealous, and that is the kind of constructive jealousy that we're talking about. We want to construct it, and most besides that, he have also said that the young people graduating from high school, they don't have skill, they don't have a technical skill. So what he have done there is that he have read extensively the educational act that was revisited 2011, and he have said that he want to lobby with schools so that they can ensure that they can ensure into the act that every high school, in fact from 10th grade to 12th grade, it should be compulsory that they are taught vocational skill from 10th grade to 12th grade. It should be compulsory. It should not be elective, like what I did when I was in SDA, for example. So he have said that it should be placed into it. So what happens is that when it's placed into the act, every student from 10th grade to 12th grade, you're going to do vocational education for 3 years. For 3 years. And when you graduate from high school, you have the ability to be a plumber, you have that skill, you have the skill to be a carpenter, you have a skill to be a mechanic, you have the skill, different skill. So these people, when they graduate, they will have the opportunity to do other jobs while they are finding a way to go to university. And what happens to that is that when that is instituted, the NVTC that you see over there, that NVTC will have no use now for vocational training. So we transform it now. We lobby with our guys so it can be transformed into a technical college for Painesville. So that what that would do is we don't need to go construct another technical college for Painesville now. So that one now will be used for technical college. That's one thing that Patrick is very, very focused on, and it will hit the ground running when you get to the Capitol building. And another thing that he has said, he's going to. That is something that you have already started way back. Road connectivity in our district is a serious challenge for our people. Can you imagine somebody going to Morris's Farm, for example, from Billico going to Morris's Farm? That road is very, very deplorable. From Billico going all the way to Kukula Factory community, it is very, very deplorable. And people are trying to make some intervention. Like the last time you were in, I see Morris's Farm, the whole bridge cut going to Lost Fairway.
The government made some intervention over the people, the NGO.
Yeah, I want to be very grateful to the senators who have consistently worked in that district and help the people. Sometimes they carry the bullet grader there, they grade the road, but during the rainy season it gets damaged. Yeah.
So what is the agenda for Patrick to do?
Yeah. So why you have consistently said to us is that when given the opportunity, and we're going to try our possible best. We're going to lobby with our two senators. We're going to lobby with the president that will be in power by then, so that we can have our road connected. I don't think it's a curse on us. You see, all of the construction of the recreational center in other communities, like in West Point, like in Lokintown, like Cinco, like Pussy Quarter way there. Budget Bureau where they constructed. It think we are not anymore. We don't. Blood are running in us. It's not rare. We need similar thing in District Number 3. We need similar thing in Painesville, so that the young people in Painesville cannot leave from here to be going all the way Cinco. Just for students, to post student in bus to carry them to see the invisible part, for post student in bus to carry them to Budget Bureau to go to the other part, to carry them in other community. But we need something like that in Painesville. And the only person who can push that agenda is Patrick Kumuya. No other person can do it. And that is something.
He's an independent candidate now. He's not from the winning establishment.
That's why we will not be going by party mandate. That's why everybody will be open to work with us, because we have an independent mind. So, and that's why currently you see other people from other political parties, they are joining the train now. They are joining us to galvanize the forces, to move in community to community, to make sure that Patrick Kumuya is elected as the next lawmaker. And that's why the people who are women petition him to contest, not just to contest, but to contest as independent candidate. As I speak to you right now, it will amaze you to know that from the United Party, we have majority of the people now from the United Party that are supporting us. We have majority of the people from the district, from the CDC, that are also supporting Patrick Kumuya. We have people from Tiawan Congo Camp. We have people from the CPP, Mr.
Are they sincere people?
Oh, yes, I'm telling you.
Because Liberians can just come around you and they
I come in correct. And the people that came with sincerity. Now, when you start giving money to people to do these things for you, you can know that they are not sincere with that. But as I speak to you, you will not believe it that people are coming and donating whatever they have. The women of district number 3, you know what they did? They said that they wanted to be trained to make soap. Today, these women, they were trained and at our party headquarters, at the Patmeda Economic School System, they are trained to make the liquid soap. You know how the people they pour packet photo on the liquid soap on the bottle, in the mineral bottle, they're selling in the community to support the campaign, the campaign of Patrick Kumuya. Okay. That is the kind of commitment that the people have with Patrick Kumuya.
And Patrick has no support in our business.
If he have one,
he had no support in it.
When you say support, I don't know what kind of support.
Financial support now, because you say a photo is on it. So I thought he gave some support to.
Okay, let me tell you the support I would give them. The support I would give them is to provide the kind of technical know-how people to train them. That is the kind of support I would give them, because they said that they wanted to be trained so that they can contribute. They don't have money, but if they can be trained to fix this so that it can be sold in the district for people to generate money to support Patrick. And Patrick, Mayuna is a businessman. He understands business very well. So that's why you see the overwhelming support of the people of district number 3 behind Patrick. No candidate that have been in the studio that have not called Patrick Kumuya. And one thing I can tell you, any tree that doesn't bear good fruit, you will not see the children playing around, chunking right in there. So that's why whenever they come in studio, they live and they always attack Patrick, because they know that Patrick is a forerunner and Patrick is about to win the election in district number 3. And you have already won the mind and aspiration of the people of district number 3 based on his consistent engagement, based on his the kind of transparency that he brings to the table, based on the kind of advocacy that he has consistently done on the pipeline road when it was muddy. It was Patrick Kumuya and other good guys from district number 3 that they were always working on that road. And today, based on our cause and Patrick Kumuya, when JKB was here, and when I think so I call the other guy working the vice president office, when he was working here also, Solomon where he was here. He even went there to that place when we did the KORRIES. So Patrick is the kind of man who the people have resolved with in district number 3 that to contest for the representative, and he's going to win overwhelmingly. There's no equal for Patrick Kumuya in district number 3.
Let's go to the line.
Before going to the line, I just want to dispel some rumors in district number 3, and also what we'll be doing tomorrow on the TMA feed. On the TMA feed tomorrow, those people in district number 3 that have asked problem. Maybe your side you get some problem in different
we brought
some art doctor from America and other places that will be catering to those people. We need about not less than 500 people that have art problem in our district to go there tomorrow and seek the medical help. And besides that, the last time Sir Joseph, the senator,
why are bringing art people there at this time?
We have always done it. Let me tell you now the historic study of that. A few years ago, we carried some medical supply on in the district, and with the help of Senator Sir Joseph, we were able to operate on more than 500 human beings that had tooth problems. Some of them had 2A, some of them had different. They removed their 2 and others, so they replaced it with the help of Sir Joseph in district number 3. So this is not our first time.
So the cost will be a party coming out. It's a free of charge.
It's a free of charge. You don't need even file a brand data to register. So if you have eye problem, if you're listening to me today, you have eye problem, just move on. TNA fee or Henry fee tomorrow, starting 10 o'clock in the morning. TNA fee. When you're coming from red light, you reach your Daniel J. Jr., they'll take the quota on your right side to that place. But when you're coming from Park Up Junction, you just stop right to Henry School. On our big football fee, we have negotiated with Henry to use the school fence. You have a little clinic there, so we're going to be using that place tomorrow so that all these people can be good there. And I mean, dispel this rumor. Most of the time, people say, "Oh, Padre is being supported by CDC." There is no political party, absolutely no political party that support Padre.
I
know we're here, but we're not. But
the man is an independent candidate.
Yeah, but coming at the last time.
Listen,
let me say something. The last time somebody came in the studio, one of the candidates came in the studio, and I want to be very, very clear, and I will call him. He came in the studio, he lives in on fallacy, and he said to people that Patrick is entitled to Simeko, and Simeko were looking for him. Amen, for going heaven's sake. If you're running as a representative candidate, and he claimed to have a master's degree, in person or small mobile, I'm going to call his name. In person or small mobile, this man came in this radio station. He sat here, he maliciously and deliberately, when they lie to the people of district number 3 that Simeko were looking for Patrick in and in that. For example, you go out in the district, people, there's a rumor all around that this man is involved into gay business. Should Patrick bring it on the radio? Patrick will never do that because he's somebody that believes in reality. Not because everybody's saying in the district that involved into gay life and he being asked questions all over about gay life.
Information
he cannot respond. He cannot. This is very important, Corey.
I wish I got a number to call him.
He cannot respond to some of these kind of. He cannot respond to some of these kind of gay issue that people put. People asking all in the district. Should Patrick bring that kind of thing on the radio? We will not be in the habit of doing this kind of thing. So you should stop when you hear rumor. You should not be the kind of man to come in studio and live with the kind of lies and rumor that Patrick is. Patrick is a clean record man, and he's been making business with Simeko for over 20 years, and he had no record of absolutely no record. That's the kind of clarity I wanted to make this morning.
Thank you so much. I wish I had a number. What's the name again? The gentleman in question.
He's running on Bernard UAT.
It's the ARP. Call the Parliament Party. I'm Bernard
so
I wish I had a number to really get to him quickly, but you can join us district number 4.
District number 3.
3 is on the spotlight this morning. Patrick Komoya, his able lieutenant is there with us. Mark
Timber is here.
Is our guest this morning. 0776 76465 00777552332. Again, 077552332 or 0776 76465. You can join us quickly on the line from district number 3. We'll take your calls here. Please, 30 seconds, no time. Good morning. Good morning. Wait, join us on quickly. Let's hear you. Okay. 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 There is after politics. We're in Jimmy Smith district. You see, you never to him many. 077.
They are never to us because district 3 and district 2.
776 76465 00777552332. Let me run to this line to get this one. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what is the question? I know time we want him, but better. Okay. Okay, what are you presenting the draft of what you want to push at the legislature? Thank you. 0776 76465 00777552332. Let me take this one. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Morning. Sir.
Good morning.
Thank you. Are you sure what Patrick Komoya is now with a party? You know, because he said he's contested as independent. Can you respond to that? We're gonna take one more. Yes. Let me get this one. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, Kevin. Let's hear you. So what is the question now?
That man is suffering from speech impediment. So I will respond to him the way. I respond to him the way you should be responded to.
Okay. All right, thank you. You say, I mean, party is transparent. The guy is saying it's transparent. The only dog. But I don't know what I gotta do. I don't understand that, man. I can take one more day. I go to Mac, to respond quickly to some of the questions coming up this morning concerning the Kennedy. Patrick Komoyan, final call on this line this morning. Hello, Fanane. Yes, sir. All right. He's Mac. Yeah, call the man in. I got my members. They can win what? What are they going to win smoke? By election, the poor design. Thank you. Back, you can respond to some of the concern raised.
Okay, let me start from the last guy. We're going to beat him, pins down. Somebody can say we're going to beat. He's not a fighter for us in the district. He's not even our target. Our target is CB Bashir, who is the current lawmaker, and we're going to beat every one of them. And if you think I'm lying, October 10 or October 11 in the morning, listen to the result, you'll be frustrated. Now, let me say something to somebody's
somebody say, are you sure what Patrick not for your party?
Yeah, Patrick is not for the party. That one is clear. Patrick, when he's not contesting on a party ticket, that is clear. And a
political party he support.
Yes, no. When he say he support, he been with the ANC. That is clear. That is clear. But he's not contesting.
But currently he's
contesting as independent.
But he's still a member of the ANC.
Yes, that one is undisputable. He is a member of the Alternative National Congress. He's contesting as independent candidate, and CDC people, United Party people, they are women they supporting. CPB people in the district, they are supporting him. I'm talking about the grassroots CPB people, they are supporting him in the district. So I want to dispel somebody. They rumor about one other quarter who called. They talk about transparency. These are the kind of lazy argument they raise in the district. They say this man was in school and she passed what? Amen for going. Say go to AMU where she attending right now to she doing biology and chemistry. This guy have never gotten less than 3-point GPA. And I challenge every one of them. If they think they get any smart student as compared to this guy, let them bring them to the table and give a public test to see which one of the kids are they believing that they think should have passed in WAS. In fact, Patrick is not the one who correct WAS paper. Patrick has nothing to do with WAS. So it's a regional test. If somebody passes, so you want them to stop this person only because the person last name is Kumuya. You should stop that kind of lazy argument in this issue. We're talking about policy issue. Let's discuss the policy issue. Why your Kennedy have to bring to the table? Why Patrick have to bring to the table? Let's come. Let's get into the kind of healthy debate. But it should not be based on trivial issue like somebody passed WAS. Amen. Not because of being mayor, people never pass WAS and people never pass WAS. You don't have the opportunity to go to university. We make sure you guys, you will go and do research. You will go to university. You will learn trade so that you can get something on your family table, so that somebody can get some money or you'll be running all around it only because you don't have the skill, you don't have anything to do. You're just set in the community. You feel somebody should just go and work and give that money to you. That will not work. And Patrick, the people will vote for Patrick, and we want to say thank you to Mr. Kumuya for the loan. For the interest-free loan I was given. We have given total amount. We are given more than 10 million Liberian dollars in the district, and we continue to engage our women, and we're encouraging other aspiring, other candidates to come and launch similar things so that our women can be empowered. You come, the kind of competition. We want people to benefit from the competition. We're calling on your small man to then can launch their own loan store that the women benefit, and all of the other candidates, CB Bashir and the rest of the other people, you come here launch your own so the women can benefit. Patrick have done it. Patrick are taking the lead. We hope that in the soonest possible time before campaign closes, people can also come and launch it so that our people can benefit. And we're calling on you. You should not just say that for people to go for you.
Now we gotta go. We have to go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Saturday, tomorrow, come on TMD feed for the eye treatment. We brought medical doctors from all over. and so that they can treat you. We care for you, and we'll continue to do it. And we'll say thank you to.
How long that process?
The process is only for tomorrow. That's why we hire. Yes, that's why we hire those people for. They will be there the whole day to.
Will it be giving glasses to people? I'm seeing one with you. I thought
no, I can't speak to that whether they will be giving glasses. But I think basically tomorrow will be treatment. If you need glasses, they will perhaps they will recommend also to you as to which one you should use, what kind of lens you should use for your eye. But we're calling our people. If you have problem with your eye, come tomorrow. Mr. Kumuya, Pagio Kumuya is a choice. He's on, ballot paper number 11, even though it's not number like 1, 2, 3. But when you go right in the center, you see the man with a deep red hat, with a blue and white country cloth on him.
What do you mean put red hat on our people?
Oh, that man is traditionally entrenched. I'm telling you. So thank you so much for the opportunity to be here this morning, and we are prepared for the debate. We are prepared to move in the trenches to make sure that our people they are liberated from the hand of the kind of wicked leader that we have right now. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here on this Friday.
Thank you. Pressure. This is Liberia, and this is the Friday edition of the True Breakfast Show here on True 96.1. I'm KORRIES KARNGAR alongside my man AUGUSTINE. Shortly, we take our next guest from Magibi County, the great Magibi. When we talk about Magibi County, you know, especially County me when Magibi and Bassa meet at the SKD, it can be easy, it can be fire. So, pressure. This is a campaign season, and you expect a lot of issues coming up. But in the midst of all, you know, the peace of the country remains our top priority. We'll continue to talk about it. Let's maintain the peace. Right after October 10, we'll meet and greet. That time you'll hear other people saying, I apologize for coming so harsh on you, Chief. That was the heat of the campaign. It happens. This is Africa. You know, sometimes we fight to manage our democracy. We try to build it properly. It will take time, you know, to be able to understand what we're supposed to do as the people and as the electorate. What should be our top priorities when we go to these kind of elections. Congratulations to you, Elizabeth Nangbe Looking. Will be walking on the walls of the state of Mariupol. And let me say welcome to Liberia, Gamon, you Zuga, good morning to you. And pressure. You know, remember this song back in 2017? Sonny got there, but the remix of this song was not easy. Yes, indeed. But we take a break to be right back here this morning.
Starting today, why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun?
There's a package for me. There's a package for you. There's a package for everyone. Small dollar spend. I can reach out my West Mongolia and enjoy with confidence.
To activate, dial *888# or subscribe via My Orange app. $1 gives you 50 minutes on net calls and 5 minutes off net calls, or the same dollar gives you 500 megabytes of data. Valid 24 hours. Enjoy using the best mobile network, certified by Ookla second time in a row. Visit our website, www.orange.com.lr, or call 111 for more information.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
My name is Oscar Fonle. I've been here from 2017 up to now. I sell electronic appliances, stationery materials. So
How you feel, man? I've seen a new student last year.
I feel good. This is intercession, and then we've been here for a very long time. Though we have LEC, but then we face on deficiency at time when LEC go. The whole intercession is that I will have a solar system light and keep the plate brighten and help provide security at time.
Well, who play?
It's one of our honorable aspiring light capability. I'm so excited. I even joining the process, to do the installation of the lights.
It's the first time to see that here.
Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today.
Orange.
Let me make sure I got all the sanitary items I need. I'm checking my list. Oh, yes. One more item. Let me have a big bottle of Dettol. Yeah, Costa Boy.
Yes, it. The total amount is 3,000 LD.
Okay, let me give you your money. Hey, my people. I can't find my purse. Lola, I left it on my kitchen table. My husband are rushing me too much. What's I'll do now?
Don't worry, Costa Homo. You can pay with your phone. Here's the code here on the wall.
Awesome. Yes, I do have money on my phone.
With Orange Money, making payments for goods at your favorite store with your merchant is as easy as ABC. Dial *144#, select currency, select Pay with Orange Money, and follow the instructions. With Orange Money, life is easier. No stress.
Orange.
Let me make sure I got all the sanitary items I need. I'm checking my list. Oh, yes.
The both candidates, propagandists, will be here this morning to tell the people of Maikebe County why their candidates are the best. And like we said, we will do all in our powers to ensure that the disco is more intellectual, civic, and you just name the rest. Good morning to you. If today marks a birthday, I'd like to say happy birthday to you. Congratulations. I wish you all of the best. Those of you graduating, congratulations. Three minutes from now, bring you the guys from IGB County. Two teams. Central Cadets, Nathaniel Follow McGill, and Joseph Yapuya. They are among several individuals that are canvassing for support from the people of Maghibie County to serve at the parliament. They want to be parliament members. They want you call legislators. Good morning to you, big brother Stephen F. Michael. How you doing? Mr. Harris Miles. And I also like to say good morning to you, brother George F. Boer. How you doing? Mr. and Mrs. Bumbo, how you doing this morning? My lovely parents, how you doing? Good morning to you, Pastor Stephanie Jaros. You know, let me play this track before we transition for the guys from IGB County. Let me play this music. I guess you're gonna like this. You surely gonna like it. The Vex. It's drawn by Dench.
Rapper, those. Hey. When I said lie, you said be. Lie, be.
This morning, at this time, we have the live segment, and the live segment featured supporters of two candidates from IGB County in Nathaniel Follow Mageo and that of Joseph Yapuya. Both teams here this morning to tell us, if not the Liberian people, and my Gibeon to be specific as to why their candidates should be given the preference, why they should be elected, on what basis the people of my Gibeon County should elect any of them to serve at the legislature. So we have two individuals. We have Cassidy Basa. He's the chairperson on the propaganda. We also have Alexander S. Kapura. Let me say good morning to you, gentlemen. Welcome to Truth FM.
Thank you very much, Comrade Augustine SAAH. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited this morning, and I just hope the guys from the other side will turn up so we can have this friendly conversation. So again, thank you for the invite, and I hope that we, as we go along, will have a very safer conversation so that our people can be able to learn from our presence here. Thank you.
Okay, this.
Yeah, thank you, Augustine. Let me appreciate the True FM family and extend my gratitude to the Senator Hopeful in Nathaniel Fallu Mage of the county, and also to one of my mentors, somebody who have made immense contribution to what I am today in Washington, who is the chairman of the COPAMO. COPAMO is fostering one key reason for we are re-election. So I'm here. I'm proud to be here again because the first time I came here, I came under that banner, and today we are here again. And my gratitude also to my chairman, my able chairman in Kesali Kukuku Bazaar, the chairman of the Mage's propaganda team.
Thank you so kindly, Edison. We're not going to wait for the guys. I spoke with them a minute ago. They said they're already here, but we're not going to wait for them because they were told the time. I expected them by now to be here, so we are not going to wait for them. So, Chairman Kesadi Basa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you care to tell us who is this person you are actually propagating to be senator of Margibi County?
I would first love to start by saying Honorable McGill is a humanitarian, somebody who has come to the process to redeem the people of Margibi County, to deliver them, and he is noted for that. He's a humanitarian, like I said initially. This man is a very good man. Somebody said once to me that if you want to know the true nature of a person, is when you get closer to them or to that particular person. Then, of course, you now get to know the true nature. So, Honorable McGill is a true humanitarian and a person that God has sent to help the people of Margibi with the developmental activities in order to transform Margibi to be a better place that Margibians can live and be very happy. So, Honorable McGill has been in the trenches of ensuring that he show his goodness to his people. He has been doing a lot of things for Margibians since he entered in the county many years ago, and so he has been doing that. And so we have always informed our people regarding these things that Honorable McGill has been doing. We have always talked about the Gibi One rule. That Gibi One rule is something for me, it's always on my mind, and I will always talk about it until this entire process is over.
What did he do?
All right, that rule was lying in destitution. That rule was lying down in a total mess. That rule was technically a death trap to the people of Margibi in that particular part of Margibi. When Honorable McGill visited that particular part of Margibi, he saw the need. He said, no, I can't be in this country and allow my people to apply on this kind of this rule that is considered as a death trap. So in no time, he was able to contact the necessary authority, those people who are to do what they're supposed to do.
When did he do that? Outside of government or when he was in government?
He did it both while he was in government, also outside of government. Yes, he did it while he was in government, and also he continued the process while he was out of government. This is a man who goodwill is something that you must sit down and try to brainstorm and know who this kind of man is. No, Honorable McGill, like I said, I've always told people, he is extremely good. I haven't seen his kind. Within our political cycle. So immediately he was able to call the rightful authority, and he used his own funding. I told somebody this. McGill used his own funding on our road after he contacted the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Public Works, and he was able to use his funding by providing fuel for whatsoever machine that work on our road. He used machines that he had connection with on our road. And today, the Given Road is a place very comfortable for movement. You go in that part of Margibi, people will tell you, even some of them might even tell you more than what we're telling you here today. And so we are very proud of him, very proud of his work. And that is not the only one he did. He did a lot of things. Today, when it comes to scholarship in our country, in IGB country, Honorable McGill is considered as the scholarship giant. He has provided more scholarship than any other person in the country. Oh, yes, to provide a scholarship for over 7,000 students that are in my GB country. It's something that we must appreciate. Yes, there are over 7,000 students in my GB that are benefiting from one of my scholarships. So we must tell him thank you for that and continue to do more.
All right. Okay, so let's get to Alexander Kekula now. You spoke about, you listened to your chairman, you spoke about Nathan Magio being the highest scholarship provider in my GB county. I don't know from whence he took that from, as to whether he has visited other schools to see as to whether others have not a huge contribution to Magio. But you care to tell us as to on what ground, because Magio was somebody who was talked about contesting in Bond County. Later on, we heard about his hometown, and later on, he got to my GB County. You care to tell us, so what have you gathered from you so far that prompted his decision to contest for senatorial position in my GB County? They said that after a careful observation, he noticed that the county lacks the competent and qualified individual to provide the requisite leadership.
Augustine, thank you very much. It's a privilege to be here again. Like I said to you, today is not a day to talk too much. It's a day to just provide few information. For us, we are seeing reason to support Mange as our senator comes October. One of the major important things is simple. In Magiri, we have collectively decided to give President re-election. Whatever side you come from, collectively, what we agree on in the country, Magiri have 184,425 people. We have decided to give President re-election comes October, and to give. To support Magiri comes October. We voted we are yesterday in 2017. We'll vote we are again. Majority of our people, we have conducted the sampling across the country, have decided to support we are comes 2023. We now make we are is number 18 on the ballot, and Magiri will vote we are comes 2023.
All right, Ellis, let me hold you there briefly now to introduce, to welcome these latecomers, according latecomers, because I didn't do well. We communicated with them since last night, since the first day, even this morning. I even spoke with Bartelo, so I don't know why is he coming so late like this. We even have to track the time up to 9:20. Let them still, you have to come. But however, good morning and welcome to the True Breakfast Show.
Thank you, Augustine. Let me say good morning to the True family. Good morning to the political leader of the One of Us movement, the incoming senator of Magiri County, the president of Mr. Honorable Joseph Yapuyai, and to say, come late, we accept our fault and receive the retributive statement. And we hope that retribution can be transferred to people who are indicted on the ground like us at this moment, to accept the fact that we are late and to appeal to the platform, the level of talent is being here. So, money again to you, to peace loving people of Magiri County.
Thank you for coming. Let me get to your colleague. Just introduce yourself.
All right. Good morning, Augustine. I am Lamino Konen from Magiri. The issue, it is indeed an honor to be here today because most of the faces I'm seeing, on the other side, these are people that once went against this character that we are coming to talk about. So it is an honor to be here.
Went against the character intellectually or for his developmental initiative or for doing nothing in the country?
I read press conferences and other things.
Okay. So the guys have already laid the basis. So I gave you the both of you because you're keen, so I'll give you 2 minutes each to leave the basis as well. Because you were entitled to 5 minutes, but because you can't leave, I took 1 minute from there. So you next time when you come into the studio, you come in time. So you have 4 minutes to tell us why the people of Margibi County should elect Yapuya as senator of Margibi.
Thank you very much. Even in the period of 60 seconds, we can lighten the minds of our people. Why Honorable Joseph Yapuya should be the next senator of Margibi County is clear. With the fact that those that listen to us from the 5 minutes of the district of Margibi County, except in 2020, the political balance of power that brought to bear Senator James Manamukwe from the upper end of the county, in rejuvenation, acceptance to the political balance of power in the dream of Margibi County, Honorable Yapuya resides in the lower end. So it means that this time is for the lower end of the county. Now, with the first establishment of he domiciled in Margibi County, in the Dusa Belt, the concessional area of Margibi County, Firestone, that legitimized on the first angle to be elected as a privileged son, qualified, competent for the position. Now, on the basis of the tradition being a first relevant framework of why Honorable Yapuya should be the next senator, his contributions, because to have an individual to go at the upper house of the legislature, he or she should have the competencies, the qualifications backed by the Constitution of Liberia. He has passed the constitutional criteria to become senator of this county, Margibi County, being the most consecrated county in Liberia. Now, with the reference of the political balance of power, his qualifications, competencies constitutionally, his contributions to the county, that is his corporate personal responsibility as a president statement of the county, these reasons as legitimate on the basis of the surface of the 2 minutes, we will bring back to you his contributions in the private sector where he worked to education, to health for the period of 3 to 4 years, helping Margibian in agriculture, that is his own community agricultural contributions as a privilege of the county. On the Yapuya is a family man, he's a statesman, a married man with several kids. His contributions to the county today will bring us to the position after we shall leave the period.
Let me get to your colleague. Let me get to your colleague because you've eaten already 2 minutes or seconds. Let's get to your
yeah,
colleague.
all right. The Nili Yapuya is in Australia.
So please introduce. I mean, call your name.
I'm Lamino Kone. Lamino Kone. The Nili Yapuya is an Australian name in Margibi County. It is a household name. Honorable Yapuya, I mean, he's one of those persons who have lived with his people that today you will not see anybody talking about the issue of domicile. This is a man with a very clean character. This is a man that, I mean, lived in the Dusa Belt, and then he was able to live with his people, I mean, for so many years that now you cannot hear people going around to say this is a man that having such a character. But on the way up, we are, I mean, able to live with the people of district, I mean, of Margibi County, and then he was able to do so many projects. I mean, for his own pocket, not for the issue of government. He has not worked for government. He has been, I mean, at a private place. He has done so many things for the people of Margibi that, I mean, we are not afraid of this, I mean, other character that we'll call his name, I mean, in the due time. We are not afraid of him, but this is a man that he has never been part of us.
Okay, he has never been part of us.
No.
Thank you so kindly. Bassa and Elizana Kekula, you listen to the guys. They spoke about Yapuya should be elected senator because number one, he hails from at the lower end of Margibi County. And if I see that is current, they see that you all wanting your leaders to occupy is currently being occupied by a senator who is also from the lower end. That is Senator Jim Turner. But before I get to Elizana Kekula, I want to get this established from Ratero. You said you're candidate from the lower end. So where is Natana Magi? Is it that from the lower end of Margibi County as well?
So if you do the geographical demarcation of our county, it's outside of our county. Arrow 2 is the political boundary of Margibi County to the commercial state of things. So if you're talking about where he domiciled, it's evidentially clear. So
Well, it's clear by the NEC, so it means, I mean, the domicile case, you know that, right?
the rule of law is the 14th principle of democracy. So today we'll tell you how the law has been violated, how the law has been bent in our country, with evidences and references to show, regardless of the implementation of the law. Today we can bring the issue to the table that we are outside the bound of the law. The NDC is also outside the bound of the law. So our arguments will not be through intellectual and political debate. It will be through logic and reasoning of how we can bring the issue to a standstill.
Okay, Alexander Kekula, let's get to
thank you to
Basa. You listen to Ratello. He said your senatorial candidate in Nathaniel McGill does not live in Maghibie County. He's from the geographical location. He's outside of Maghibie County. What can you say to that?
Okay,
yeah, before the chairman comes in, let me first appreciate Laminu Kone and that of Ratello for making their way to be here. These are very young colleagues who have mustered the courage to be brave enough to come to this disco. For us, we think Maghibie is paramount and first and foremost. We are very aware of all the different debates around the country and on the national scene. What we want to say is that the 2023 election is not one of the election to play with around here. We are very, very serious about this election. We are very serious about this election. I think the guys are trying to play some games. Let me say this. Our people in the country, those listening to me and those who are resolved, need to listen very well. This election is start to our future and start to our children's future and everything we are putting into this thing. What we are agreeing on in Maghibie is to ensure that President Weah is re-elected. While it's true that the majority of our people in the country, if you start from Ara 2 all the way to District 5, our people have decided to make sure that President Weah is re-elected. I'm coming. President Weah re-election is cardinal. It's what we all agree on. We have agreed on that in the fire soon and everywhere. President Weah needs to be re-elected. We have seen, my man, listen to me. Let me tell you, ATS. When we have the argument is to make sure that we think that Nathaniel Mangay, it's timely to make sure that Nathaniel Mangay become our senator comes October. What we have told the guys on the other side of the device, we will not make the mistake we made 9 years ago. 9 years ago, we elected Tonala as our senator. Tonala went to that capital building, Mayor Bertolo. We cannot elect a... I said, yeah, he's a Bertolo. See, go across the country. If Tonala goes, listen, my man, listen. If you go to Maghibie now, Tonala runs in Maghibie now. You get that votes. We cannot make a mistake. A Bertolo. Tonala wants all for I think 6,000 votes in 2014. Tonala cannot win 500 votes now. We cannot make a same mistake after 9 years. We said this thing to Nukwe. What we said to Nukwe? Nukwe was the reason why many Maghibie did not get joined in 2017. There will be no way Nukwe will become speaker. Yeah. In 2017. Nukwe had met here, you could not be speaker in the CEC. The very CEC that made Nukwe speaker in 2017, Nukwe played game over the country by getting behind a joker in Joseph Baka to become vice president. Nukwe printed all his material to become a lawmaker. Listen, if Nukwe had become speaker, more Maghibie will get a job. So what we are saying to you is Tonala Desmond performed after 9 years. Nukwe supported Tonala in 2014 to become senator. Tonala has been throwing Nukwe bear in the legislature. We are not prepared this time around to elect a bear Tola. My man, I don't know how to be calling names here. You cannot be saying.
You have identified somebody who
People
affected be a bear holder. So who is that person?
And be very clear. If you remember in April this year, I left local office because I told you that this 2022 election is tied to our future.
Okay, and let me do that.
Thank you very much, Augustine SAAH. It's a pleasure. You know, I listened to when you said you appreciate the comments for mustering the courage to come and sit along with us to have this conversation. I myself, I would love to add my voice to him and say the guys did extremely well to come. You asked concerning the location of Honorable, McGill, Nathaniel McGill, right? Honorable McGill is within the shuffling town. That's where he is. That's where he has his property. If you check on his form, the one he filled at NEC, the National Election Commission, you will see that that is his address. Shuffling Township is where he has his property. Is where he been. He been there since 2016. Honorable McGill has been in my. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Augustine SAAH. Oh yes. I will. Oh yes. I would appreciate it if you are to make it stop there. I would appreciate it ever so much. So that's where he is. That's where he has his property. Even when they were at NEC, the chairman of that place, the commissioner, along with other stakeholders, they went to NEC and they told NEC exactly what I'm telling you, that Honorable McGill is a resident of that particular place in Mangibi, and the guys who were coming from the other side of the divide should stop wasting their time because time is very precious. You can't continue on to waste your time in front of people who see time to be very cardinal. And so they told that. Now, quickly, let me just say this to you, Augustine SAAH. I'm very disappointed, extremely disappointed to listen to the guys from the other side when they said that NEC is outside the bound. I think you listen to them. If you can go back to the recording, now what they said NEC is outside the bound. You asked them concerning the domicile issue that NEC was able to clear Honorable McGill. And they said NEC was in error to do that. So how can you say that NEC is in error to do that when in fact the very men that you are calling on to contest and you're calling on the people to vote for you in Mangibi County are also a part of the process? That it means then that NEC process is fraudulent. You can't say NEC is outside the bound when you have your candidate who is contesting in a NEC process. He has just indicted NEC. So it means then that the brother should be advising Yapuya to stay out of the process. Or in fact, we're going to listen, I can maybe say that quickly. We're going to take serious exception to this. You cannot do it. You cannot do this to NEC. You cannot indict a credible institution called NEC. We will not say this to allow that. If the brother want to continue with this conversation, I think it will be prudent. It will be extremely necessary for them to retract the statement, because you can't say NEC is outside the bar. You can't say NEC is acting out of the law. I think it's a contradiction.
Time to talk, and I said, thank you. It means your time is over. This is not a guest speaking thing you do. So when I call your attention, you should pay attention. If you don't, I cut the microphone off like I did. So let's get to some substantive issue. That domicile thing you're talking, my chef will drive around and see as to whether Yapuya lives in Mangibi or Nathaniel McGill lives in Mangibi. But I saw the form from the National Elections Commission, even though there have been some issues from the county. But again, it's also upon us to do our own investigation. Let's go to you, Tim Yapuya. You are going to be allotted. You are going to be allotted 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You have 4:44. So in terms of health and education, let's look at Yapuya's contribution.
So thank you very much. Laws are not made to accommodate vices, but they are made to stop them. Now, in retracting to these statements, how Honorable Yapuya has contributed to education health. It has been one of the biggest impediments and the representation of the current senator. He's now a bed ball. Let me demystify that statement. If he has underperformed, he cannot be rectified and be nomenclated as a bed ball. Now, to education. 61% in America of the sectors are being run by private institutions, boosting the economy of America. To comparative analysis, a country will prosper on its GDP and contribution from the private sector. Honorable Yapuya is an astute agriculturist. He understands commute mechanized farming. He works with the Forest and Liberia as management contractor. He has contributed to education with the power and hope, providing jobs for over 1,500 Liberians, not Magibians, because Magibi County is a concessional belt, an intergenerational belt, where people of transit point or different tribal background are residing, where he controls and supervise division of influence, providing job for our people. Today, you are investigative journalist, Augustine. So I want to bring our voice down to educate our people now. We don't want to use our hard tendency to throw the debate into a point. Logic and reason is our cardinal point. In Division 17, in Division 28, Honorable Yapuya, it is not his responsibility to build an institution, that is a school. Because parents are working with this institution, because their children require quality education in fulfillment of the quality education and the free tuition policy of the president, today, Honorable Yapuya was able to construct a modern school for contractors' children on a free account. Who does that? Free. I mean, totally free. I'm not talking about our many across the room free. I'm talking about free. Now, to have contractors' children working for 200, 300, 400 to school at said institution, it is a promotion for quality education, promoting Goal 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. Honorable Yapuya, in the private sector promoting education, it is a boost. Out of Firestone premises of working relationship now, Firestone is not currently working within Division 28. Honorable Yapuya is still operating an institution to enhance a quality environment for an environment for the people of Firestone and the people of Liberia for their kids is something we should welcome. His contribution to education. Today, Honorable Yapuya has contribution to tertiary institutions, labor institutions, bringing labor scholarships. These are individuals that are provided over 2,500 scholarships outside of the bound of his concessional belt to Magibi County. On the account, we're bringing receipts to validate these informations. Today, Honorable Yapuya was able to provide 5 scholarships for labor education, international scholarship, so that we can have people to school outside of our nation to adapt to new changes and bring back the level of education to labor education. Now,
to Team McGill as well. Let's look at McGill's contribution over the time in Magibi County in terms of education and health. You have the same time as it starts.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Augustine, we have to be very sincere to our people here. And so when I said that the brother in Downtown Neck, I think we needed to investigate that before we can continue with the conversation. But quickly, let me just say this concerning the question you asked. Honorable Nathaniel Father McGill has provided over 7,000 scholarships for the people of the school-going people of Magibi County, over 7,000 scholarships. And that was, over 7,000 scholarships. Over 7,000 students that are benefiting from that scholarship, sorry. Over 7,000 students. Yeah, it's the same about 7,000 scholarships, because if 7,000 students are benefiting is the same. So he also did the pavement, I think, before the guys would come very late. I talked about the Gibby 1 road. Today we have that road being paved, that road being fixed. That road used to be very bad before, and today at least we appreciate Honorable McGill effort on our road. And then the purchase on the parcel of land for the construction of the LMA headquarters in Kakata. Honorable McGill has done that. The purchasing of a land for the LMA market in the Kakata area. Honorable McGill has done that. The renovation of the Unification Town market that worth over $18,000 US. Honorable McGill is also involved with that process. And then the reopening of the Doodletown roads. Today you go in the Doodletown community, Honorable McGill hand marks are there. The ongoing renovation of the Habel General Market. Honorable McGill is the one who is doing that for the people of Habel, the Habel General Market. The renovation of the Wiyala Market. Today you go in Wiyala, you will see a renovation activities or a process going on in Wiyala Market. And then the provision of SAAH international scholarships to Liberian students. Honorable McGill is also doing that. That is benefiting Mangibians. And Honorable McGill is also doing that. And then the provision of SAAH medical supplies, a clinic in Mangibi. So most of the clinics, if possible, almost all of the clinics in Mangibi are getting sufficient supplies, within the various clinics that is coming from the effort of Honorable McGill. And then Honorable McGill is doing extremely well. And then we will always say this, that we will appreciate him for what he's doing. And this is no politics. You leave this place right now, you go in Mangibi County, you ask you ask about the name Mangill, Honorable Mangill, people will tell you exactly what we are saying here. Just recently, I was with Honorable Mangill. We were at the BWR school when the students were being inaugurated after they had their election. Honorable Mangill was able to give them $1 million Liberian to do their project after the action. So these are things that this man is involved with. And we think that if we elect him senator of Mangibi County, he's going to do more than this. He's going to do more than this.
About things your candidates have been doing, or things that so we want to know now your candidates' future plans now. What are you bringing on the table? So we begin with you, Tim Yapuya. What is your candidate bringing on the table that will be able to transform the living condition of the people in Mangibi County?
Thank you. Mangibi is a concessional county. Acceptance to the fact of our both team. I don't know what you have seen as a concessional county. The question is to education. People went out of the bar. The contributions of Honorable Yapuya, they are inevitable. We can state them here in different sectors, but you restrict it out to education. It's not a problem. Because Mangibi County is a concessional county, Honorable Yapuya becoming an astute agriculturist with the political. Everyone in here passed through the age of enlightenment. They will respond as to how we understand the question. Now, Honorable Nukwe came from the Saturday Rubber Company in concessional area of Mangibi County. Are you care to know about his understanding of the industrial sector of Mangibi County in Liberia, with the level of legislative performance rejuvenated to our county? We should think on and bring in a comparative analysis. Honorable Yapuya said agriculture. Honorable Yapuya has purchased over 100 acres of land in Wiyala, investigative journalist, for communal agricultural mechanized farming. It will be the first time in the history of our county that Mangibi will benefit from county farming project. What is the intent of this project? The intent of this project is to have and enhance our local commodities, the potato greens, the cassava leaf on our market for an affordable prices. For our county, it will be called the Mangibi County Farming Project, not Honorable Yapuya's farming project. Seeing agriculture as one of our biggest impediments in our county, in the concessional region, a son of said sector can improve the sector by implementing machinery policy, factory system in a mechanized form. This mechanized policy would not just be a policy that Mangibi will benefit from, but the dominion theory will work. So there's the problem. Mangibi Senator Emmanuel Nukwe has instituted, because you cannot work in this county without Senator Nukwe. Understand, Senator Nukwe introduced the Mangibi Development Corporation. On this Mangibi Development Corporation, every development in Mangibi County must be instituted, not be on the table through a dialogue from negotiating, so we can enhance a better development for our county. Now, with the Mangibi County Farming Project, Augustine, we can benefit through agriculture. How can we tackle one of our biggest headache through bad labor practices in the concessional belt? Honorable Yapuya said to tackle bad labor practices, to enhance good labor sector in our sector today, as a man leaving the private sector to the public sector, is to institute vibrant advocacy. The advocacy of Honorable Yapuya's vision for Margibi County, it is not through using vulgarities like our men across the road use, abusing state power, dehumanizing people. It's about negotiating. Are you aware Margibi has the only international airport, the only five-star hotel in Liberia, the biggest rubber production company in Africa, primary economic activities? These institutions should be reciprocative to the people in terms of their livelihood and the living status as a leader.
Yeah, because what's the time we have a lot of the odds there? What's the
3
time?
minutes, 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
You said how many? What's the time we have there?
3 minutes, 3 minutes. Beginning at 9:55.
Yeah. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay, then quickly before Kekula can come in, let me just tell you this. You know, I listen to my brother say a lot of things, but he's lacking of something that is very important. You cannot do these things. These things cannot be possible. I mean, if you even want to invest in agriculture, it can be possible when you don't invest in rules. This is the reason why Honorable Mangill has gotten involved with the conductivities of rules in Mangibi County. Evidence is by the Gibi 1 rule. And so the first thing the people have to get better rules in order to get their produce to the market. That's the first thing. Why it is true that Honorable Magill has better plans in terms of investing in the agricultural sector of Mangibi County, but he's also going to take into serious consideration the issue of road. That is what exactly he's doing. You are aware of the Kakata streets, the beautification of Kakata City. That is one thing that is on the table, the developmental table of Honorable Magill. Is going to ensure that we get better roads in Kakata City. He has been doing down and give you one road, and he's also going to continue on that. And also renovating the rural markets. I think I told you about it. You can say you want to empower the people through agricultural activities or processes, and then you don't have the market building being, renovated. So, you know, they say if the Christmas will be good, you will know from the eve. If the child will be good, you know from the early stages. So, Honorable Magill, if you look at his intervention, what he's doing currently, we're not telling you in the future. That's a fun question you ask. But what Honorable Magill is doing currently, tell you exactly what he will do in the future. Because the first thing the brother has started fixing our roads. The brother has started fixing the Gibi 1 road. That's a major road in a particular place. I'm talking about that is the heart of the rural part of Mangibi. That Gibi 1 road is the heart of the rural Mangibi. So if Honorable Magill can get on our road and start fixing our road, tell you that he's also going to prioritize the agricultural people within a particular part of Mangibi. So you don't even need to talk much here. Once as you see these things Honorable Magill is doing, going to tell you that exactly he's going to empower the agricultural people. You're going to do a lot of things. Maybe when the people get their produce from the market, they're going to bring from the farms, they're going to bring it to the market and do all the things. So quickly, let me get Kekula time now to follow Lamin on exactly what I'm trying to talk.
Thank you, Chairman. You see, road rehabilitation, which is a genuine aspect in infrastructure development, electricity, these are major pillars that the CC government has focused on. There's no way you can easily separate the successes of the CC government and what Magill has done for the generality of people to be perceived in Mangibi. Several years back, our people literally live in the city of Kakata in darkness. Today, there's electricity. Several years back, there was a road problem. Today, there's a major economic road that brings produce from the work. The work is a very serious player in our country. I saw somebody in the fire soon. They pay their way to go want to bring wine in fire soon. Close to Kefatan, you buy one at a cheaper price because the road in one is okay. So what we are saying here is the successes of this government. There's no way you can separate Magill from the successes of this government. Magill, listen.
This is going to you. I'll ask the Yapuya question, and then you two, you'll be contemplating. Your question also be asked, you'll be contemplating on your answer as well. There are reports that Yapuya is a candidate of Firestone, number one. Number two, he's one of the reasons why Firestone has closed down most of our schools. As a result, they're using him as a contractor man or contractor head to run all of the areas that are closed and just give a little issue that benefit, like the people wouldn't have to go to the hospital again, like you have to go to DUSA or you go to medical 1 or medical 2, as you may call. The people wouldn't have to go to Firestone Senior High or any other school now, but he built 1 or 2 schools in that area. How is it possible for you to convince the people that Yapuya did not contribute to the pay off of a lot of Firestone employees, closing of a lot of divisions, giving the contract? Now, to Miguel, how do you intend to deal with the sanction issue that has been talked about, that there is recording that there are people who stole and took the money to other countries, or they put it in their account? For me, I take the money and I'm using the money, I'm giving it back to my people. How do you intend to convince the people about these statements?
Yeah, Commissar, question, sir, quickly. I don't know what time we have as a release.
You have the same 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. You mean for each side, right?
Right. So the side I will start now.
Okay, quickly. So let me just say this. I wanted to bring that issue up. It's so good you brought it out, and I want to tell you thank you so much for balancing the conversation. Yeah, Yapuya has a bad labor record in the plantation, and he's being used as a conduit to marginalize, people who work at the level of Firestone. I like the way you put it, and that is exactly the information. He's been used after the people were being taken off their job, using in order to reduce the people into bad labor practice. He's marginalizing them. The people have been used as slaves because he allowed himself to be used because of money. Look, if you go into the most valuable areas that Yapuya is controlling, the people are frustrated, the people are angry, the people are crying every night and day because of what Yapuya is doing to them. And so that is just reality. Look, there's no way you can separate Yapuya from what Firestone has done to the people. Yapuya was part of the table. He was on the table when they were discussing how the people should be taken off their job. And so he's being used as a conduit. You can't make such a mistake, Senator. If you just try it, a macro inch is going to be a problem, and he's going to do more harm to people than good. So quickly, let me get Katrina to come in quickly.
Yeah, I think Kennedy said good. What we are saying here is people are suffering an hour before. Our poor in Firestone are suffering an hour before. Yapuya does not have the sophistication and doesn't have the belt to make a stand and make any case. What we are saying here is there's a situation of conflict of interest. Yapuya is a profiteer who make immense profit. It will not be ready to ensure that his profit is temporary. What we are saying here is our people in Firestone have decided to reject Yapuya come October. Go to Division 19. The people in Firestone will reject Yapuya. Yapuya cannot be taking contract from Firestone and make any stand. Today, we have a situation of a Decent Work Act. The Decent Work Act provides protection for our workers. Yapuya does not have a stand to stand in that direction. What we want to tell you is Yapuya is going to be rejected by our people. He takes a contract from Firestone and he works in the interest of Firestone, not in the interest of our people. But follow Magay, who comes from the National SAAH, once elected as senator, can be able to better negotiate with Firestone on the basis of our people's interests. And now Yapuya.
That all those stole money, and when they put in the account or they carry the other country and build, but for me, I'm here and I'm bringing the money back to you. So your time is over. So I'm coming to you now, Yapuya. You got the question.
Yeah. So you will see our GM comrades will be coming up with some lies because the development of Honorable Yabuya has surpassed their own. I mean, they have nothing to show. People talk about roads. Honorable Yabuya started paving the 26 gate road, and that was some part of Kakatan before even this character, which is Honorable McGill, can think about coming into Margibi County. Here is the issue. I listen to them, they talk about the issue of, I mean, bad labor practice. I mean, you can call Commissioner Brown. Honorable Yabuya was certificated for his good work that he is doing for the people in that part of Firestone that are working under him. And for now, let me be clear. Honorable Yabuya isn't the one heading his construction company now. I mean, not construction, but his rubber company now. It is his wife that is heading that now. So let that be clear. So you have some of our brothers. Coming with the issue of President we agree that the issue of President re-election is a must. So people should not hire on President with a tinted character of Sancho McGill to carry on his campaign. I listened to our brother. There's a thing that we need to clear out. He said Senator Nukwe was the reason that many people did not get job. I mean, why would you say this? And where you, your very self, you were not even, working in the office of Senator Nukwe with a distracted job and getting paid. You are being paid, our brother Alexander Kekwa was being paid by Senator Nukwe $200 USD every month free. His graduation fee were partly paid. People saw photo around. So with the issue of Honorable Yabuya, people will come out to say that his office for the education area, Honorable Yabuya is just paying the principal, vice principal, and vice principal for administration, and now the vice principal for instruction over $1,000 USD. Just that 3 persons in the education sector. Honorable Yabuya was able to, I'm saying Honorable Yabuya was able to pay. He is paying.
Okay, 1,000
I told you about the 3 of them. The 3 of them.
No interference.
Yeah, the 3 of them. The 3 of them. Honorable Yabuya is paying. Then above $1,000 USD. Honorable Yabuya was able to build. He is building a clinic that is, about 100 bedrooms clinic for the people of Margibi. When you see that and say, Honorable Yabuya isn't doing nothing, he gets
your time is up, and thank you so kindly. Just before we take the call, the 2 of you, Team Yabuya, do you have question for McGill? Only one question.
Definitely.
If you have one question for McGill, give it. Yes. And McGill, if you have question for the team of Yabuya, please do in 30 seconds.
So our question.
Yes, so
how many questions do you want? I didn't measure one, man. You should be attentive here.
You have the moderator.
You are not here to
I know what I'm doing here, please. I know what I'm doing here, please. Okay. So Yabuya, please present your question.
So thank you. It's on mute. So thank you. I have a question for Tim McGill, and this question is under the canopy of international relations and best recommended practices. Now, how can Tim McGill reconcile with the international law and international crime under the Global Magnitsky of 2016, comparing it on our relationship as a country under the international relations of the Great United States of America under the Global Magnitsky Accountability Act of 2016 and 2012, as it relates to the sanctioned industrial systemic corrupt character in Honorable Nathaniel Fallow McGill in regards to our country democracy?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Let me answer that question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see,
our law, okay, ask the question.
Yeah, our law in this country is very clear. Yeah, I'm answering the question. An accused person is presumed innocent until proven beyond all reasonable doubt. Our law in this country is very clear. There's nothing more than our law. The biggest pillar in this country is our law. An accused person is presumed innocent until proven beyond all reasonable doubt. What we are telling you today is the Global Magnitsky Act is that place sanction on Maggie. The sanction is an allegation. In fact, the sanction is an allegation that must be proven true or false. A sanction is an allegation. An allegation is not true or false. It must be proven before a competent court of jurisdiction. In view of that, Maggie is a free person, and you win the election in Maggie. If you think you got substantial evidence, we have done our evaluation. If you think you got substantial evidence, go to the court and prove beyond all reasonable doubt. What we say is the sanction against Maggie is political and was orchestrated by elements of the opposition who see Maggie as a threat, who see him as a major element to ensure that President Weah is re-elected. We are seen as political. I mean, you don't know that Prince Johnson is on censure in Nima County, the United Party.
Okay. Augustine? Can I buttress Kekula quickly?
Already answered. The guy, he has already answered, so you get the question.
Okay. Let me just ask this question quickly. You continue to talk about address, domicile, right? Although that argument was being killed at the neck, but then you care to tell the people of Maingibi the current location. In terms of residents of Yapuya, because we know him to be at the FDA there, right? The FDA community.
FDA.
Yeah, you go up the hill, there is where he is. So you care to tell us where Yapuya currently live?
So thank you. I think there's a rephrase and a promotional question for our people listening in Magibi County. Because earlier on we told you on Yapuya reside in District 1, Magibi County, in a concessional belt of Dusa. So in coming back and telling us that he live, you know him to live FDA, I think that statement is coming out of the political deceit because you are against his senatorial bid. But henceforth, we should see Honorable Yapuya as a replica to leadership from the private sector, his contributions. And we should take Dakota Mas, Honorable McGill, from the development of President Weah because he degraded and he brought political humiliation. Let's just leave it to our international relations to this government.
Now, right here on 296. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. You gotta be brief for 30 seconds. So. You want to provide information or you got question?
No.
Then you have to find time to come here. Let me talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning. We're asking you as to whether you got any question, any information you get, you can find time and come tell us. Good morning.
Sure.
Okay, so you want clarity on that statement. Let me talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Well, good morning. Good Good morning. Let me talk to this person. You can't hold the line. Good morning. Yeah. Your name, Chief. Go ahead, Chief. No, now that he's not accused. He's accused.
You're accused. You're not taking a resign.
Okay. They found a call right on the line.
We have to go. True.
Okay. So that does it for the cause now, gentlemen. The team from Yapuya don't have a question. So we will go to Team Agil to answer. I mean, 1 minute 30 seconds because we don't have the time now. We're going to be long. In 1 minute 30 seconds.
Hello. Yeah. Augustine, we are facing some problem with for me, I'm facing a problem with my I mean they have phone here, the headset.
Okay, I think you watch better now.
Oh, you can get me now?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Yeah, what was the question you asked? You were saying something.
No, I did not ask question. The callers asked question. They are the callers you were to listen to. I'm saying the team from Yapuya don't have question. You from Team Agil have a question.
All right. I think the one of the callers said, I gotta take this thing. This thing is distorting. It's giving me a problem here. Are you getting me now?
I'm getting you.
All right. I think one of the callers talk about the case. How can McGill come out and exonerate himself? So let me just say this quickly. The Ascension case, as I speak to you, Honorable McGill has his American lawyer that is working on that case. Kekula just told you that allegation is not a final thing. If somebody accuses him, means that you are guilty. And so you have to be given the time to exonerate yourself. So the case is ongoing. McGill has his American lawyer that is looking to aid, and we're going to show you at the appropriate time that this sanction thing is going to be a history. It's going to be behind us. Hello?
Yeah. So from the intellectual hub of the next senator of Margibi County, we want to be grateful. Augustine, you heard our people calling from Margibi County in consent and agreement to the decision coming from our county under the liberation to reject a political buffoon, a corrupt industrial addict in Honorable McGill is a must, a constitutional priority fulfilling Article 1 of our Constitution. We want to appreciate our people. We want to say Honorable Yapuya is the next senator of our county. The callers from our county validate our claim. In order for us to see the decision as a priority, let me support the claim from our brother Edizana Kekula that this is about the children's future and the future of our county. We will not detach ourselves from international relations to an international criminal, the Honorable McGill, who violated Section 1384 of the Global Magnitsky Act Executive Order. Thank you so much.
Okay, then quickly, Augustine SAAH, first of all, we want to appreciate you for the time. We're going to show you that Honorable McGill is the next senator of Margibi County. if you're being accused, it means then that you are guilty of what you're being accused of. So that is just a lazy argument. We told you guys say initially that Honorable McGill not even going to be on the ballot paper. And as we went ahead, we saw Honorable McGill surface on the ballot paper. Look, we can assure you that the people of Miami County are resolved. Honorable McGill is the next senator of Miami County. Take it or leave it. We are not going to bring a weakling like Yapuya, who never had any intention of becoming or running to be senator. He was being instructed by Honorable Nukwe to run, and so that kind of make making sense because the man doesn't merit the position. The man has no idea. He has absolutely no one idea on running or wanting to become senator of Miami County. So that man is not serious. He's not ready. Honorable McGill has proven to be a man of the people. He has done extremely well. He has been involved with development of the country, and we think from our education, the people of Miami County. I just want you to do this for us. Do this for us. Take upon your time, go in the county and do your research. We realize that indeed Honorable McGill is being loved by the people of Miami County. It's just a matter of time to have him elected. Thank you.
And it's 8 weekend break. Never trouble until trouble you. Do have a pleasant day.